Hello, I'd like to talk to you about the mean and the median. I wrote both definitions up here because I think it's a little easier to see what I mean when I write it out. My handwriting is not always the greatest. And so the mean is the sum of all the amounts divided by the total number of amounts. It's normally called the average. And also I should point out, the mean is often much more sensitive to extreme values. But let's just write, I'm going to put that in there. And the median is a lot less sensitive to extreme values. So in fact, let's just go through our both definitions. So the median is the middle value. The mean is the average value. And to find the median, rank the observations from highest to the lowest. And so here I have, up here you'll notice I have 5, let's say, grades. So one student got a 98, the other one 82. The middle one got a 75, so as we'll see in a second, that's going to be our median. Then a student got a 70 and a 35. Well, just before we calculate this, I can tell the one in the middle is the median. And it looks like this 35 is quite a bit below the other scores. So I think that's going to mean my mean is going to be lower than my median, because that outlier, that much lower score, is going to bring down my class average. So let's just calculate it here. So I get to use I think I'll use red pen here. And so let's go up here, pen, and I'm going to do red right here. And so we have our 98 plus our 82 plus our 75 plus our 70 plus 35 if I can write a 5, divided by, looks like we have, what, 5 scores? And add up all the ones on top. All the ones on top should equal, what is that, 9? And I just calculated over here. Looks like I lost my pen. And that should be, what, 360? Divided by 5 is equal to 72. So my mean is just a little bit below my median. And so now we've seen how to calculate both of them. We know that our median is our 75, that's our one in the middle. Our mean, this is our mean over here, is going to be 72. And we also see that the median, in fact, let's make it a little extreme example. Let's say that we have a student come into our classroom, and this student gets 0. What's going to happen? In fact, let's put this in a different color, maybe green. So they get a 0. What does that do to my median? Well, my median is going to be the one in the middle. It's going to be the one between these two. So if I add 75, so now I have an even number, so I need to find, oops, let me erase that one. And so 75 and 70 are the two in the middle. 75 and 70 divided by 2 is equal to, oops, that's supposed to be equals 72.5. So my median now is 72.5. But now as I add 0 in there, let's quickly calculate it here. So still be 360. Now it's going to be divided by, what, 6 instead of 5. So now I have right here, let's put it right here, because I need to touch my pen here. So now I have 360 divided by, because it's a 0, it doesn't affect my numerator. Now, but I still now have 6 scores. So 360 divided by 6 gives me an average score now, brings my average down to 60%. I had a 72 average, now I have somebody who didn't get any right, and I hope that doesn't happen. But that gives me a 60%. So the reason I chose such a low score is to show how much the outliers affect the average. In fact, a lot of times we probably should, instead of reporting a class average, we probably should report a class median. Or both of them probably would be a good way of showing our results. Now, if I had somebody who came in, several students who came in with hundreds, that would have an effect on the other side. In fact, the story goes, what would happen to your average if you had Bill Gates walking into the room in terms of the average income? And so if you have somebody come in who's let's say, earns $1 million a year and everybody else is earning, 30,000, that's going to have a dramatic effect in raising your average. So I hope this helps in understanding the relationship between mean and median, and have a good day.